Hi and welcome to Todex. In the 18.0 Todex e-commerce platform release, within the product deals and vouchers feature, two new deal offer types have been added that allows a product's price to be discounted when a user orders either a certain quantity or over a certain quantity of products, and a percentage discount can be applied to a targeted price level price. So, for example, in our demo Content Manage website here, we're currently not logged in here, so we're looking at it as a retail or a guest user, and we can see the product deals and offer shows that if they buy over 5 of these archive box products, they can receive 20% off the wholesale price for each unit. So normally the guest retail user could be seeing prices in a completely different price level, but in this case, these products on this deal have a deal offer where that user can get access to wholesale pricing when they may not normally be able to. So if you add these products to basket, we can see that deal has now been applied since the user has to order over 5, so that could be 6 or it could be 16, and this deal still applies to each of the units in the basket. And the second deal is quite similar, so if we buy exactly 10 of a particular product, then this deal says that we can get 30% off a wholesale price level price for each unit. So we can buy the exact quantity of 10. And it is for every 10 quantities thereafter when the discount can be applied. If the user orders 11, then the first 10 will receive this deal, but the 11th one will not. So naturally the unit price will then on average get larger, as we can see here. But as soon as they order 20, the deal will have been applied twice to the 2 batches of 10 quantities. So these two new deal offer types allow users to get access to not only a different price level price, but a percentage off that price level price. To take our example here, we have these strong archive boxes. Within any Todex project, there can be any number of price levels that have been set up for those products. In our demo project here, we have 16 price levels set up, but it could easily be 50 price levels if we wanted to. Now, the particular user we're looking at is called this guest user and assigned to this customer account called Web Retail. This Web Retail customer account is assigned to the price level retail. So, for this particular product, retail, the customer would normally get a price of $7.44 for the product. As we can see here, if I only ordered a single quantity of that product. Now for these new deal offer types, if I instead want the user not to receive the retail price level price, but receive the wholesale price level price, this is when we can apply these new deal offer types. So these two new deal offer types make it very powerful to use all the existing pricing logic that we've already set up for price levels, and to harness that and allow targeted users to switch between the price levels for the certain targeted products. This is a great way to set up pricing deals and discounts without having to set individual prices on a per product basis. That could save administrator users many hours that would otherwise require to take place. So to set up these two new offer types, if we navigate to the administration center of a Todex project and click on the marketing navigation menu button and then go into the product deals and vouchers feature, and note that this feature must be turned on to be able to get access to it. Within the product deals administration center interface, you can see the two deals that I have already set up. But if we were setting up a new deal, we would give it a label. So for example, buy over 2 and get 10% off the wholesale price. Within the offer dropdown, there are the two new offer types that we've added. So this is the buy product quantity X for Y% off price level Z, or we've got the buy over product quantity X for Y% off price level Z. In this example, we're buying over 2, so we need to choose the buy over product quantity X. And when we're setting up this deal, we could give it a deal description. We could set the date when we want it to start and end. So we could have this deal going for a full year, whether or not it is active by default. Now in the quantity X, this is where we specify how much quantity of the product or over how much quantity of the product needs to be purchased. So in this case, we're buying over 2. And how much discount do we want to allow on top of the price level that we're targeting? So we're targeting 10% off the certain price level. Now in the Z price level ID, this is when we need to find the IDs of our price levels are. So if we click on the inventory menu and go into the price levels, for every price level imported into the project, it has its own unique identifier. So we want to target this price level called wholesale, but if we wanted to target say retail country or wholesale 5 or whatever the names of our price levels are, we just need to find out what what the corresponding ID is. So in this case, we want to use the wholesale, so it's 3. So this is where we put the ID of 3 into the Z price level ID setting. Now we can work out the frequency of how many times the user is allowed to redeem this. So we only want to allow that to redeem 1 time per basket, or it could be many times, or a limited amount of times the user could redeem it. So you might want to limit it into 10 times if they buy. In this case, if they redeem the deal more than 10 times, then their deal will revert back to normal prices for every quantity thereafter. Or if you wanted the deal to be endless, we could set it to unlimited. Now in the redemption mode, we can say whether or not we want it to be automatically redeemed when the product is added to basket, so the user doesn't have to do anything except add the product quantity to the basket. Or redeemable means they have to go to a redeemable product deals and vouchers area to redeem it. Or if we wanted to add a promo code, we would set one there, or we could use a voucher code to do that. So we'll set it to be automatically redeemed, so the user minimal amount of effort the user needs to do, and click the save button. After that, we naturally need to assign the products that we want this deal to apply to. So this is where we can either set a specific product code, or if we want to target a group of products that this deal can be applied to, we can set the category code, or we can be more specific with our search rules. So if we wanted this apply to all products that say that are active and visible, then we click the save button, and once we click regenerate product list, we can now see our entire inventory. In this particular project, we have over 8,000 products are now applied to this deal. And it's similar for the users. We just need to work out which users we want to assign to this deal. So we've set up some user groups. So we could either target just retail users, or we could create a new user group to target a certain selection of users. We'll keep this very basic for now. We'll just target all users. And so now all users are now assigned to this particular deal. So for each of these users and their customer accounts, if they then buy over 2 of these products on the deal, they will now receive 10% off the wholesale price of that product, unless that their customer account allows them to get a cheaper price than what the deal would provide. And it's a similar story if we were setting up the other deal. So instead of buy over, we could say buy 2 and get 10% off the wholesale price. Then all we'd need to do is change this discount to the buy quantity X, and all the same settings still apply. And when we save, that deal now comes into effect. Typically, you'd want to be more specific rather than just targeting all products. You might instead create rules to target only a small selection of products, and we could do the same, add additional rules to say add 2 or 3 products onto the deal. So this is how we can very quickly set up deals to provide percentage discounts off certain price levels, allowing users to get access to pricing that their assigned price level would not normally allow them to access. We can use all the existing price level data to set up these deals very fast and very efficiently with the minimal amount of work. Ultimately allows users and end customers to receive deals and discounts, which may promote them to come back to the website, raise orders, and may increase sales. You can set up deals to target different price levels for different targeted customers. So it doesn't just have to be the wholesale price level. It can be any one of the number of price levels set up in a certain project. These 2 new deal offer types may help increase sales and traffic to enable growth in a business. If you wish to read more about the documentation of these features and all the other great features in the 18.0 release, head to the Totex.com website. If you visit the forums within the release forum, if you look at the 18.0 platform release notes, you can find more details about this feature and other great features that can help your online business thrive, as well as you can talk to our service team about how to implement these features on your website. Till next time, have a good one.